Education next say, muziki tukukuba next say. Education next say, muziki tukukuba next say. And I'm a big guy, muziki tukukuba next say. Wano kujala, muziki tukukuba next say.
Yes, indeed. And a very good morning to you. 9:30 it is this morning as we start off a brand new week. I hope that you are positive, you stay positive, you don't back down, you keep pushing. Doesn't matter any shortcomings that you had the previous week. We now begin on a safe and different slate, so we can, face all our challenges, move on, and get to make things happen. That's the attitude we are moving with. And do remember that your attitude will definitely determine your altitude. That being said, it's time for us to get into a conversation this morning, and we are in company of Elizabeth. Good morning to you, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, good morning.
Very okay. It's a cold one, but we are fine.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth is the communications officer at Reach a Hand Africa. All right.
Elizabeth, if you can come just a little bit close to the mic.
Okay.
Feel free to use the headphones in case you want to have a feel of yourself, but also feel comfortable.
Thank you so much.
All right, Elizabeth. How's Reach a Hand? Let's start from there.
Reach a Hand is better. It's bigger. It's Africa.
Yeah, it's no longer Reach a Hand Uganda. It's now Reach a Hand
beautiful.
Africa. Nice stuff. I saw we had a graduation recently. Was it for the peer educators?
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, how come peer educators are graduating in August? It used to be January.
It's because now we have two cohorts.
Oh, nice.
We have the
Makes
January
sense.
and the June cohort. So it's a little bit that case.
Makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
now. And I know that Reach a Hand is always cooking. There's
Yeah.
always things happening. There's
much.
always something happening. At least if it's not for Reach a Hand, it is for Humphrey and baptism somewhere. Something is always happening any day.
That was a good one.
But we have one that is on the come up. I've been privileged enough to be a part of Reach a Hand through so many campaigns. I can tell you that there are people who actually came from Reach a Hand. Did you know that Fikfa Maker got his first big stage at Reach a Hand? Get Your Mix Out campaign.
Yes, Jaimo.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that has happened. He got another big stage when we had the I Know Kati concerts, and there's so many things that have been happening. There's something that had something to do with Canvas.
Yes, the Sauti Canvas.
Yes, Sauti Canvas. The Sauti Plus Media has come up. Then there were productions. This one was a part of Chadala.
Yes.
And there's something for the girls
The
every
Brave
year.
Girls Festival.
There's so much going on now. So now we are confused. We don't know what's up.
Now, what is happening?
Yes. Okay, let me ask the question.
Christmas back
Now, mwiza okubanga muzee mutugambye nti the early bird catches the worm kati fe Christmas ingatenda tuka katubayiwemu ekintu. What's up, Elizabeth?
So right now we have the biggest and the best campaign that's happening, and it's all over the country. It's a worldwide country kind of campaign, and it's called the Be Better campaign.
Be Better campaign.
Be better. I like the energy because
Okay.
we're saying the attitude. That's the what?
Yeah, your
Determines
attitude
your
determines your altitude.
Exactly. And we're saying you have to be better. And the Be Better campaign is being birthed from a campaign that we just ended, and that's the October Bully, a bully age
Yes.
school.
Yes. Yes.
So from that we went and created, had conversations with students, got evidence, and we realized the biggest issue we're having is mental health.
Yeah.
But how can we see that the young people are better? So we're just telling you, be better. Be better in how you speak, be better with how you treat your people, be better with yourself, really. Have empathy for yourself so that you can be able to give off the good and nice energy to the rest of the people. And this campaign is really something that we are building to say that we are running it from this second term that's about to end till the end of next year.
Okay.
So that it has ample time, but also we get the different challenges, but see how people can be better, mostly students.
Yeah.
But we're saying we're also not only dealing with students, also have people in communities. And we're asking ourselves, how can you be better? How can you be better at your job? How can you be better as a student? How can you be better with the way you communicate with others? The whole essence around the Be Better campaign is to see that we can do self-improvement as a whole nation and as a team, starting with our young generation, which is the young people.
Oh, wow. I actually understand the general picture of us wanting to be better as individuals, as families, as a unit, as a nation, as a region. But where then did you, because we just finished the campaign, how about launching this one? What was the bigger impact? Is it okay for one to believe that this one was informed by the previous one that
Yes,
we had.
it was.
What were the major challenges that we actually discovered?
So the first challenge that we discovered is that people have a lot of low self-confidence and esteem amongst the students, because from the bullying, some students were bullying because they were bullied, and they were like, man, I want to go through this, now let me do this
To
to you.
transfer.
Let me transfer
They feel
that
like one
energy.
turn deserves another.
Exactly. So they were like an eye for an eye. So when we saw that, but also secondly, it's how also the students regard themselves, all the young people regard themselves. They feel like even though they do what they do, they still won't be seen or heard or valued. So we're like, all this energy can still be synchronized into something that we can do better.
Yeah.
Rather than you feeling that you're not doing better, but what are you doing towards to be a better person? And how we're going to be able to achieve this, we have different elements to this campaign that we are leading on. And we're saying we have the Be Better Challenge. And the Be Better Challenge is we're going to the students and we're asking them to make 3 personal commitments. And you
Okay.
write them down. Remember, we always go for school outreaches as Reach a Hand Africa. So you write them down and we come back to you because it's a whole year campaign. So we'll return definitely. And then we say, I am the better challenge. I am better is what you have done. There's a difference between the be better and I am better. So you write down one thing that you've been better at after that 1 year.
Yeah.
Even though it's one or all the 3 have been achieved, and then we bring them down. But beyond all this is that we're saying the student leaders are going to be the ambassadors for this. We're not going to use anyone outside. We're looking at the student leaders, at the students themselves, at the matrons, at the teachers also being better.
I hear you.
So how the campaign is going to run is based on those 3 elements, but also we have the beat hubs. The beat hubs are the different clubs that we have in different schools, whereby we have presidents and people who are going to be showing the right thing, not us just saying, because they're always with the students. So if you have the beat hubs doing the right thing, we feel like they can influence everyone else in the school systems.
Now, one would be imagining, all right, it's one thing. When we were growing up, people came to our schools and spoke to us, and it changed and shaped us in one way or the other. Reach a Hand Africa is doing an amazing job. If you listen to Humphrey speak, it is because someone spoke to him,
Yes.
and then he got other friends and said, guys, we can still do this and go, let's carry on the baton. If you come to school and tell kids, write down your challenge, you're challenging yourself to be something. What then? I mean, it's going to be a day. It's going to be so fun, so cool. When Reach a Hand shows up, it's always fun. There's some music. It's what the young people love. And then you leave. And then what happens later? How do I express myself? How do I carry on in reminding myself in keeping up on this challenge?
So what we have at Reach a Hand, what's very unique and different, we have peer educators who are attached to those schools, and they go for monthly visits every month to those schools. And we have those beat hubs, where the beat hubs are the ones that convene the different young people who are under Reach a Hand Africa.
All right.
So
All right.
whoever wants to be part of it goes through the beat hubs and they have those conversations, but also we have a representative who is the peer educator to go to them on a monthly basis. So they give us the results of what the commitments are, and then we can be able to track and understand what progress we have made, what do we lack. That's how we are informed with our different campaigns, because we have surveys, but also we have peer educators who are front soldiers who are always involved with the students. So when we go for this mega outreach, we already know what's on ground, we know what to talk about, we know what the issue is. It's just
So you
that time.
tackle the real issue.
Exactly.
Now, I also know that there's going to be, because I got a snippet of some of the things that are going to happen. These children are being encouraged to do what they love: poetry, to do music, to do podcasts. Talk us through, exactly this. Are you going to be, every time you visit schools, is it going to be more like a competition? How do they showcase their talents? Because I'm one person who believes every time a child is involved in such activities, it actually boosts their confidence. And it's what you started with, that because of bullying, some of these children have lost self-esteem and confidence.
Yes. So with the way the campaign is also going to be executed, as you spoke about it, we have an element of music, dance and drama. We have a level of creativity to it, where we're saying, okay, how can you communicate this when it comes to dance? How can you communicate to this when it comes to poetry? So we have the Peer Educators Academy, the current cohort, which is the June cohort. It's cooking a poem that is going to be used all over all the schools.
Oh, Okay.
And then we're saying at the bit of it all, we're also allowing students to involve themselves. Do you want to create your own poem as Namilyango?
Or
as
do you want to
Seta?
perform the one we're
Do you
giving
want to perform
you?
the one we've given you? Do you want to be creative and do a creative dance? We're not limiting you. But then we have, like, let me say, our own anthem when it comes to it, and it's going to be that poem created by young people from the June cohort of our Peer Educators Academy. And that's how we'll be doing it. But also we are telling the young people to participate in every creative way that they can as young people.
I've always believed that young people need to do what they want to do in spaces where they feel accommodated, accepted, listened to. And these spaces oftentimes are also occupied by their parents. They spend literally most of the time. The children actually spend more time at school than at home for the entire. What do schools need to do? What do parents need to do? What do our religious leaders, our political leaders need to do to create spaces good enough for these young people to grow, but also give them confidence to be who we actually expect them to be? We want them to be something, but we are not giving them the spaces and maybe even the information. I saw somewhere yesterday that a good parent does not tell a child what to do.
Yes.
Or does not blame a child for having done something. A good parent tells a child why it is not right to do something.
It's a good one.
Parents, teachers, cultural leaders, religious leaders, what do they have to do? What's their role in this?
Based on the two campaigns, because Chris has the soul of them. The first bit that we really, as parents, and I feel like it's very sad, parents don't have time.
obudde tebakyalina.
I think bulundawo akera agenda kunoonya nsimbi aba yakakomawo nga abaana beebase okitegeera kati nze nfuluma owange ewa nasale naye tannafuluma. By the time I go back the man has already slept. I don't know if they abused him during the day. I don't know if there's a kid bullying him. I don't know if there's a teacher disturbing him. That's why he's hating school. And over the weekend, Saturday, when you have to be at home and baby great time, you have gone to look for extra money. On Sundays when you're saying, members, today I want to rest, tomorrow I'm going to work, so please do not open my bedroom. Like, there's no time.
That was the biggest highlight that we got from both of them, because they were like, they don't have, the parents don't have time to speak to them, they don't have time to listen to them. Everything concentrated around time because of the economic systems that we have in Uganda. They don't have time for their children, they don't know what's happening to them. That's why we have a lot of young people engaging different things in drug abuse. We have them bullying others, we have them committing suicide. When you look at everything, it's really concentrating around parents not having time.
Yeah,
it's an element of time.
Dangerous.
And what we're saying to the even the religious leaders, really, you can't just throw them to them, because even the parents may not be available just to take their children back to school or to take them to church, as simple as going to church. So what my call and my place for parents to create time for the young people is that these people are facing a lot of challenges and having a lot of issues that we can't work only as Reach a Hand Africa or the different CSOs that are working with young people. It's a thing above us, because even on visitations they come to. So we had a student who engaged with us and was like, their parents don't visit them, they just send them the money and the grab, so they don't have anywhere to communicate or tell them, and they were being bullied for the past 2 years, and she was in senior 3. So when you see this whole continuous cycle, is really around time element. So abazadde bafa abalungi
Create time.
tusaba mutuyambi. They create time for the young people. They have a lot of challenges, but they can't even say a thing to them.
Like Lucy would put it chiyambamwe.
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
Wow, interesting. I love the fact that there is a follow-up and follow-through aspect. You
Yes.
talked about the weekly engagements with the school, but
Yeah.
also talked about the activities of Be Better,
Yes.
where you also have space of checking on someone after some good decisions of life.
Yes.
I think that's beautiful. I want to give you guys your flowers.
Thank you so much.
Some children have already gotten holidays, by the way. Now, you could imagine some of them could be listening in right now. If one might ask, it is so easy to say, be better. And it is so easy to ask someone, please challenge yourself, write down your challenges, be better. But even away from just being better, what are those small things that a child at school can choose to do on a daily to be better? away from just the campaign?
Thank you. So the first bit that we have, and we're saying, first of all, be better to yourself.
Yeah.
Before you extend it to anyone else, be better to how you we have daily affirmations that happen, and then people just have negative thoughts all the time. Be better, think positive. God loves you. You're cherished. That's the first
The
bit.
Baganda said over kumain.
Tova kumain, exactly. And we're saying there are small tiny things like be better, do the assignments. That is for you. Be better, wash your clothes if you're not washing. Be better, iron. Be better, be quiet when the teacher is teaching. Your small subtle things that we're saying, starting with yourself, let's be better with that. Now when it comes to that extension, you can be better just by respecting someone. You're in senior 6 and this is a senior 1 student, tomoisa kuline because we mukuru. Be better at that. Omwana akulinyeko ng'oliko kanti.
Tukurizibwa okulokoka ku baana bantu. Bye twakola misere. Omusika haro.
So we say just with the small baby steps. We don't need you to say that you're going to be better and you're going to be inclusive. That is, let's start with the
smallest of things.
That's why we say we the challenges are two. There is the Be Better challenge where you write 3 things you're going to work on to be better. Then when we come back, we see the I Am Better challenge. What have you done better from the 3
aftermath.
commitments? Exactly. And with that, we can be like, yes, even though there were 3 and you've done 1, that is already
it's
progress.
good enough. This is the starting point.
Yes.
When does this start?
It started last week.
Already.
And right now we're in for a school outreach at Peace Horizon.
Is
And
it today?
Yes, it's today.
Okay,
Right now we have
okay.
peer educators there, and they're just doing the whole bit of telling people how to be better. in
It's
their
9.
businesses.
Yes, this should be the time already.
Yes.
What message would you leave for students probably who are listening in? Parents, teachers, communities, and creating a culture of kindness. You know, there's this conversation that goes on these days, and they say, the children of these days, they're so entitled. You know, for us in our days, when a conversation begins like that, especially from the elders, from parents, our days, we would walk 20 miles to go to school. You people now are lazy.
Yes.
It all sounds like we are stepping on them and not trying to understand them. It is their time. The things they're exposed to are different.
Yes.
You were exposed to our age. We were being told, please rush home early before the wild dogs get into your way. Because where you're passing to go to school is a different story.
Yeah.
Now,
Wild animal.
kids are being told when you get home, you'd use your tab for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Different world.
Yes.
Completely different. What do you have to say to our parents and teachers, and especially understanding that teachers are our parents when they are at home, when the children are at school, rather? What would you say to our teachers in terms of how they should handle our children, but also to the parents, how they should handle the children when they come back home?
I think just to recall how it's being said all the time, GNZs.
The
GNZs are entitled.
Gen
GNZs
Zs,
this and this.
tebagala kukola. Bagala ebirungi naye tebagala kukola. They don't want to.
I think the first message I would have to the teachers is for them to listen. They're really not listening because they're giving everything to be an assumption, for lack of a better word. When you don't listen to someone, how are you supposed to understand what they're going through or what they can do or how they can improve? Because most of our teachers, once you do something, go down, suspension. Move up,
You'll call a parent.
They are calling your parents, no, together. And you'll be like, you've not listened to me. What if I was going through something or they have done something to me? So my first call to the teachers really is for them to give a listening ear, not one that's judging or that's assuming something. To the students, let the students be their friends, because me, I used to see my teachers, I used to run away at some point because those guys were really very scary, but which is a different thing. What we are asking of them is for them to be the parents that we don't have at the moment, because we spend most time with them. And to the parents, it goes back again, for me to be again the time, and it's a time for them not to come through because it's visitation, or to come through because I've fallen sick, or to come through because there is an issue. There is through the survey, students used to tell us something, that parents come through when there is an issue. It's either you've passed highly, you're being awarded, or you're being chased out of school.
That's when they
there.
get injured. They're not in the process, they're in the product.
Exactly. So they were saying there is no way they can't even say anything to them, because it's either you've done something so good or you've done something so bad. And my call to action to them is for them to be present throughout, not to be present at the end or when there is an issue.
Go through the process. It actually helps you. Probably the bad ending would be turned around
Exactly.
during the process.
If you're involved in it. So
Makes a lot
let
of
them really
sense.
be involved.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, looking forward to the very best, and wishing you and the team the very best.
Thank you so much.
After so many outreaches that we'll be through, I used to love those ones. They were fun.
They are
At
still.
Bethany High School, my goodness. It was always big time fun.
You should come through for one.
I remember the one that we had when we had Corey De Bello here. It was big. It was actually International Women's Day. I can't forget. And so many others. Please do extend our appreciation and love to the entire team at Reach a Hand Africa. And as Next Radio and Next Media will be more than glad to always support.
Thank you so much.
And Elizabeth right there, communications from Reach a Hand Africa. And if you have a young child, by the way, especially parents, if your kids get to senior six and then the vacation, bring them to Reach a Hand.
Yes.
Let them, if they're at university, let them go through the Peer Educators Academy. They learn a lot. That one I can tell you. There are stars that you've just seen, yet you see now on television, and they were Peer Educators Academy. MC Olo is one of them, by the way.
He is.
Yeah, he was Henry Mugenyi was a Peer Educator Academy. I think the girl who, Olivia Nakalembe as well,
Yes.
was a peer educator. I see some that are now working with big organizations and they're doing well. So Reach a Hand is doing, and indeed, it's reaching out to so many people. 8 minutes remaining to the end of the show today, and just to remind you, well, it's a very cold morning, at least where I am. But for purposes of clarity, in case you have not had something to eat, please make sure you do that, because, listen, Boss Burger is in town, and you can get yourself something to eat. Even better for Fridays. Plan now. Give her or give him a treat. On Friday, you can treat your team to Kampala's Tastiest Lunch and stand a chance to win a complimentary Boss Burgers feast for your entire office. Plus, if you are in a rush, Boss Burger has your lunch ready in just minutes. I think Osborne should be able to deliver to the morning switch this morning. Boss Burgers, it's fast, it's fresh, and it's made for bosses. Good morning.
106.1 Next Radio. We'll be right back.
The National Mosquito Net Distribution Campaign is back. No one should die of malaria in this era. It is your responsibility to chase malaria from your home. The good news is that the government of Uganda has once again started distribution of mosquito nets under the 5th Universal Coverage Campaign, also known as the Under the Net campaign. Under this exercise, one mosquito net will be distributed per 2 people in every household. A village health team member, a community health extension worker, also known as a CHU, and the LC1 chairperson will move house to house to register members of the household in preparation for receiving their mosquito nets. Do not lie back. Ensure that you register all your household members to receive a mosquito net. On the distribution date, move to your distribution point and receive your net. Mosquito nets protect you and your family members from infectious mosquito bites that lead to malaria. Ensure that you receive the net, hang the net, and sleep under the net every night.
106.1 Next Radio.
My Monday is Gaga, Tuesday is Gaga, Wednesday is Gaga, cause every day is a Gaga vibe. Cheza, cause every day is a Gaga vibe. My Thursday is Gaga, Friday Gaga, my weekend is Gaga, cause every day is a Gaga vibe. Cheza, cause every day is a Gaga vibe.
Gaga every day with MTN. Hit star 100 star 0 hash or use the My MTN app to load your favorite Gaga data bundle. Together, we're unstoppable. MTN. Terms and conditions apply. MTN Uganda is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
106.1 Next Radio.
And that concludes our presentation for the project. Thank you for your time.
Wow, you've clearly put a lot into this. I'm impressed.
Thank you. We're excited about what we can achieve together.
Excellent. That reminds me, where did you get your office furniture?
Our furniture?
Yes, from the moment I walked into the reception, I noticed it. The comfort. Even this boardroom feels like a space where some good deals can be closed.
Ah, that's Prime Office. They transformed our entire workspace into what our vision communicates and the kind of business we aspire to become.
I see. Send me their contact along with a project invoice.
Ready for workspace that matches your vision for success? Prime Office brings you premium office furniture designed to inspire ambition and add elegance to your business. Visit us at 5A Industrial Close, Industrial Area, or call 0702-370-370 to give your office the upgrade that it needs today. Prime Office, crafted for you.
106.1 Next Radio.
Searching for the right investment destination? Kabalega Petro-based Industrial Park is now open for business in Hoima, Uganda. Over 221 plots measuring 500